Hello everyone, welcome to H&S Automotive, and thank you for taking an interest in this 2016 BMW 535 M Sport. So in this video, we'll be doing a walkthrough of this vehicle. I'll point out any imperfections the vehicle has, and then we'll also go over some of the major features and functions of this vehicle. Now before we get started, we would like to point out that we purchased this vehicle from an insurance company. This vehicle has some front end damage towards the top of this bumper cover, so almost like it something fell on it or whatever the case was. So it had some damage towards the top of the bumper cover, and then the hood was also damaged. Now coming around towards the passenger side, there was some damage to this rear door as well as this quarter panel over here. So the rear door was replaced, and then the portion of the quarter panel from about right over here to right here was also replaced. Now these parts were taken off an existing BMW, so they're not aftermarket doors or quarter panels or anything like that. It is BMW original parts. And then, like I said, in the front, we replaced the bumper cover, the hood. Some of the plastics were also replaced, and then the condenser as well. The headlights are the original headlights of the vehicle, so that kind of just tells you that the accident wasn't super extensive. Now, with that being said, this vehicle still has a clear Wisconsin title. It's not a salvage or rebuilt or anything like that. It is still a clear Wisconsin title. There were also no airbags deployed in this accident. All right, now that we got that out of the way, we'll continue with our walkthrough. Now coming around towards the driver's side of the vehicle, we got our driver's side fender. Now I'll be looking for any dents or scratches or imperfections that you might notice. Driver's side fender seems to be in very good condition. And then we did also put 4 brand new tires on all 4 sides, and then gave this vehicle a fresh alignment as well. So it is all set to go. So we got brand new tires on all 4. The brakes are also in very good condition. No issues there. Taking a look at the driver's side door. Once again, looking for any dents or scratches. No issues here either. Overall, this vehicle is in very good condition. There's not a whole lot of dents or scratches from what I've seen. And then we got our rear view mirror with the integrated turn signal right over here. And then coming around toward the driver's side rear door, also in very good condition. And then taking a look at the rear quarter panel. Once again, nice and clean, no dents or scratches, no corrosion issues either. And then, like I said, tires are also in very good condition. And then this is the M Sport package, so we got the M Sport wheels on all 4 sides. Definitely add to the look of the vehicle. And then taking a look at the rear bumper cover. Rear bumper cover is also in very good condition. It is a little bit dusty. We got a lot of rain last night, and that just kind of kicks up some dust. All right, taking a look at the trunk lid and the tail lights. The tail lights on this generation of 5 Series are absolutely beautiful, as you guys can see. Now this is the X-Drive version, so it is all-wheel drive. And then just kind of taking a look at the trunk lid. Trunk lid's in very good condition. Now, like I said, it is just a little bit dusty, but no dents or scratches that kind of stand out. And then taking a look at the passenger side. Now, once again, this was the quarter panel that was repaired. Now, this was repaired by a professional body shop. As you can tell, panel gaps are nice and even, no issues there. So it was repaired from this area approximately. So rest of the quarter panel was in great condition. There was no issues there. It was just that damage. Most likely the vehicle scraped up against a guardrail or something, and then the door and the quarter panel was damaged. All right. Now, since this side was repaired, there's not going to be any dents or scratches since it's been freshly painted to paint match the rest of the vehicle. And then same goes for the front door as well. No dents or scratches. And then coming around towards the passenger side front fender, once again, nice and clean, no issues at all. All right. Like I said, overall this vehicle's in great condition. No issues. And then once again, we got the gloss black trim on this vehicle that runs the entirety of the vehicle, as you can see. And then the gloss black front kidney grills as well. All right, so from here we will be checking out the interior. Got the driver's door right over here. This vehicle does have power windows, power mirrors, and then power door locks as well. The door lock switch is in the middle of the dashboard. And then we do also have the BMW original all-weather floor mats right there. And then this is just an overview of the interior. Beautiful beige interior. So as you can see, we're behind the steering wheel of the vehicle. From here, we'll go ahead and start it up. So just foot on the brake, and then the start button is right up here. I'll put my seatbelt on because this thing does not stop dinging. All right, so taking a look at the instrument cluster, as you guys can see, this vehicle does have 122,000 miles on the odometer. Engine runs nice and smooth, so we got the idle RPMs right over there. There's no check engine light or any other warning lights on in the dash, so mechanically the vehicle is in very good condition. I'll zoom out and we'll take a look at the steering wheel. Now, like I said before, we do have the M Sport package on this vehicle, so the steering wheel is different. We have some steering wheel mounted controls. On the right side, we've got this phone controls for the vehicle. So you can answer and disconnect your phone. The automated voice controls cannot be operated from right over here. And then you can increase and decrease the volume just from the steering wheel right here. All right. In the middle, we have our horn right there. And then on the other side, we've got our cruise control for the vehicle. So cruise control right over here. And then to accelerate or decelerate is this little toggle switch right there. And then behind the steering wheel, we have the paddle shifters. So super nice touch. And then behind the steering wheel, we also have our turn signal stalk. And then high beam operation as well. And then on the other side, we have our wiper controls. And then our headlight switch is located right over here. So we do have the auto headlight function right there. Turn my wipers off. All right, so from here I'm just going to give an overview of the dash. Actually, before we move on to there, this little cubby right over here is actually the heads-up display. I'm not sure if the phone camera is gonna pick it up, but you do have a heads-up display. It displays the speed of the vehicle and then also some of the navigation instructions as well. So yeah. All right, and then I'll move this little paper out of the way. Give you guys an overview of the dashboard. Dashboard is nice and clean. Nothing's ripped or torn or anything like that. Super clean dashboard. And then in the middle, we have our, I'll take it off for a second. All right. So we got our BMW iDrive system right over there, and that can just be operated from this little toggle switch right here. So we got some shortcut controls. So the navigation is just right there. So nice big screen for your navigation, and then mostly everything is controlled right from over here. And then this is the typical BMW iDrive, super easy to control. I won't go too much in depth about it, but the menu button is right over here, and then you just kind of scroll through for whatever you need. All right, and then beneath that we have our climate control vents on either side, and then this is your door lock and unlock switch is right in the middle. And then the hazard switch is right on top. Beneath that, you have your CD insert right over here, as well as your radio presets or the CD changer numbers right there. And then this is your volume control. Beneath that, we have our climate controls for the vehicle. So the driver and the passenger side have their own temperature controls. So we got dual climate controls in this vehicle, as you would expect in a BMW. And then the fan controls or the fan speeds are just right there. So very easy to operate, super self-explanatory. And then we do have heated seats for the driver and the passenger. And then we have our cup holders right over here with the 12-volt power outlet right there. And then right over here, we got our transmission selector. So we do have an automatic transmission, and then we have some drive modes here as well. So we got sport and comfort. So here, I'll just kind of flip through them. So right now the vehicle is in comfort. When I press this sport, it goes into sport mode, and then it also drives or displays right up here in the iDrive system. And then if you actually press it one more time, it goes into Sport Plus. So here, I'll press it one more time. There we go. So right now the vehicle is in Sport Plus. So basically it takes the traction control off. So right over here you got your traction control light, just kind of telling you that the traction control has been turned off. So right now the vehicle is in the most aggressive form. Now the Sport Plus mode actually only comes in the M Sport packages. The normal BMW 5 Series will only have the normal Sport mode. So, and then if you want to go back to Comfort, you just kind of press down on the Comfort button, and then it goes to Comfort, and then Eco Pro as well. So gives you a little bit better gas mileage, and then it also changes your instrument cluster right over there, just to kind of show you your gas savings when you're in Eco mode. So all these drive modes are just operated from right there. And then we do have an electronic parking brake and then auto hold function in this vehicle as well. And then the parking sensor button, and then a few other options right there. Like I went over, so this controls your iDrive in the middle right there. And then we have additional storage right there. And then this armrest opens up as well, opening up more storage, as well as your USB connectivity, aux connectivity, and then another power outlet right under the armrest. All right, so let's kind of give you guys an overview of the interior. As you can see, seats are nice and clean, no rips or tears or anything like that. Same goes for the front passenger side. And then we do have a sunroof as well with the power shade. So this flips up and then also slides back as well. And the sunroof is actually quite massive, much bigger than a normal sunroof you would find on a car. All right, so from here we will check out the rear seating area. So right over here we've got the rear door, and then this is our rear seating area. Like I said, we got these floor mats. These are the BMW original all-weather floor mats. And then the armrest right over here doubles as additional storage, as well as a cup holder right there. And then just kind of flips up out of the way, opening up some extra room for passengers. All right. So right now the vehicle is currently running. As you guys can tell, nice and smooth running engine. But from here, we'll take a look in the engine compartment. All right, guys. So as you can see, we're in the engine compartment for the vehicle. From here, I'm just going to be quiet for a second, let you guys take a listen. As you guys can tell, nice and smooth running engine, no odd noises or vibrations. Now this is a 3.0 liter turbocharged, made it to an automatic transmission. Puts out plenty of power to all four wheels. So from here, we'll be checking out the undercarriage. So as you can see, we've got this vehicle on the lift. From here, we'll be checking out the undercarriage. I'll start from the front, work my way towards the back. We'll start with the front suspension area. Here, I'll move this apparatus out of the way. Starting with the passenger side suspension. As you guys can see, the CV boots are not ripped or torn. Everything is nice and intact, and everything else is properly mounted and secured. Now, if the CV boots were ripped or torn, we would see grease all over the place and it'd just be a mess down here. But as you can see, it's nice and clean. And then same goes on the driver's side. CV boots are not ripped or torn. Everything is properly mounted and secured. And then right over here, we've got the engine compartment. I'll move this back and show you guys a peek through there. Now, it's nice to see that we have all the undershielding in place as well. On most cars by now it's all missing, so somebody cared enough for it to leave it in place. And then right over here we got the engine oil pan. So as you guys can tell, it's nice and dry. This is the drain plug right over here. Now if there was any leaks or anything like that, it would definitely make its way down to the lowest point. So as you can see, nice and clean. And then here, I'll just kind of try to pop the camera in here. So this is the oil pan right over here, and then there are absolutely no oil leaks or anything like that, not even minor seepage. And then try to kind of get in there somewhere. All right, so that was the engine of the vehicle. And then right over here we've got the transmission oil pan, which is actually plastic on these vehicles. But what I'm trying to show you guys is that there's no transmission fluid leaks either. So this is the bottom of the transmission. So if there were any fluid leaks, first of all, we would definitely see it on this cardboard type of undershielding. It would just be a glob of oil right over here, but as you guys can tell, it's nice and dry. All right, and then here's a much better look at the tires on the vehicle. Like I said, these are brand new. They have less than 500 miles on them, so brand new tires. And then just kind of working our way towards the back. So right over here, we've got the dual exhaust running towards the back of the vehicle. And then all the heat shields are in place, and actually all of the undershielding is in place. It's very nice to see. This is very good for aerodynamics. And then right over here, we got the vehicle lift points on the passenger side. And then what I'm trying to show you guys is that there's no corrosion on this vehicle, but they did a very good job of just covering everything up. But I'll try to kind of snake it in here. So if there was corrosion, we would definitely see it right over here. So this is the metal portion of the structure of the vehicle right over here. So as you can tell, nice and solid, no issues. And then I'll just kind of show you guys on the passenger side as well. Once again, there is the structural part of the vehicle where that plastic is mounted to. So absolutely no corrosion issues. And these vehicles are made out of aluminum, so I mean, aluminum does corrode, but not as much as steel. All right, now then just kind of checking out the rear suspension area. Right over here we got the rear differential. As you guys can see, it's nice and dry, no issues there. I'll move this out of the way and we'll check out the rear suspension. So right over here we got the rear subframe for the vehicle. I'll zoom out for a little bit. And then this is aluminum, so obviously no rust issues, and actually looks practically brand new under here. And then we have our rear control arms, nice and beefy. Lower control arm right over here, and then all the radius rods. And then right over here we got our rear CV shaft, also intact, not ripped or torn. And then same goes for the passenger side as well. And then everything else is properly mounted and secured. No issues there. And then same on the driver's side as well. And then right over here we got our rear differential, no leaks or seepage or anything like that. And then right over here we got our drive shaft running towards the front, and then our exhaust coming right out the back. Once again, all the heat shielding's in place, and then exhaust is in place as well with using our rubber grommets. All right. And then just kind of taking a look at the tires, much better view of the tires from here. Once again, brand new tires, less than 500 miles on them. And just kind of going back towards the front. And then this is the front passenger side. Alrighty. So this was the undercarriage portion of this vehicle. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to get those answered for you. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye-bye.